Hi everyone, today it's May 6th, Saturday. So tonight I'm gonna watch my third live soccer match this year in 2023, which is overall my 16th live soccer match since COVID-19, which is this season's 2022 to 2023 Australian Isuzu Hyundai A-League Elimination Final, Western Sydney Wanderers against Sydney FC at CommBank Stadium in Parramatta. So previously, Sydney FC hosted Western Sydney Wanderers at Alliance Stadium in Moore Park in match week 21 on March 18th this year, which is like more than a month and a half, but less than 2 months ago, with the result of 4-0, as in Western Sydney Wanderers scored 4 goals away at Sydney FC home ground, Alliance Stadium in Moore Park. But this time, the elimination final, Western Sydney Wanderers will host Sydney FC at CommBank Stadium in Parramatta. So talking about the restrictions, well, there's no restrictions basically because Australia, COVID normal quite a while ago. Like, FYI, for your information, CommBank Stadium has a 30,000 seat capacity, but already no more testing, vaccination, mask. No one gives a shit already. Come on, it's already in 2023. No one gives a shit. So you might heard the first time about elimination final. Oh, so what's elimination final? So elimination final is different from match week, which is because the elimination final will begin after the regular season, where the match week is already concluded. So that's called brings up to the final series. So it will be run over 3 weeks and involve the top 16 from the regular season. From top, that it's Melbourne City, Central Coast Mariners, Adelaide United, Western Sydney Wanderers, and then Sydney FC, then to Wellington and Phoenix. So the 3rd through 6th ranked teams will play a single elimination match, with the 2 winners of those matches joining the 1st and 2nd ranked teams in the 2-leg semi-final ties, and the 2 winners of those matches will meet in the grand final. So as mentioned earlier, Melbourne City first, then Central Coast Mariners, Adelaide United, Western Sydney Wanderers, Sydney FC, then to Wellington Phoenix. So that's why you will see Western Sydney Wanderers and Sydney FC in the elimination final, and they face together. At the time of recording, Adelaide United eliminated Wellington Phoenix by 2-0, and they already qualify for the semi-finals, the 2-leg against Central Coast Mariners. So that means winners of the second elimination final, Western Sydney Wanderers or Sydney FC, will qualify for, winners of either will qualify for the semi-final, the 2-leg semi-final against the regular series champion, Melbourne City. So it's going to be a 2-leg. So in semi-final, each team will play at their home game once. Then depends on which team win, then they will meet in the grand final, which will also be held in CommBank Stadium, that I'm going to watch tonight in Sydney, in Parramatta. But this match, of course, will focus on the elimination final, where Western Sydney Wanderers host against Sydney FC, because the 4th team against the 5th team in regular season at CommBank Stadium in Parramatta. So it's going to be, as mentioned earlier, single elimination match. So that means if after 90 minutes it's 0-0 or a draw, then the match will enter 30-minute, like 15-minute halftime each of extra time. Then if it's still 0-0 or a draw, then the match will enter the penalty shootout. Then will determine which team will qualify. In my experience, I don't think Sydney Derby end up in extra time or even like penalty shootout before, and because the match gonna kick off at 8:45, 7:45 p.m. again at CommBank Stadium in Parramatta. Hopefully things will end well. Hopefully my team, Sydney FC, will send Western Sydney Wanderers back home in 90 minutes so that happy ending, happy spectators go back home early, because 90 minutes including halftime, blah blah blah, the match would have at least ended like after like 9:30. Then if there's like extra time or even a penalty shootout, then it could probably make like the match end until like 10-ish p.m. and not many people live like in Western Sydney. Like for me, I live in Epping, although there is a free transport to travel to and from the stadium, but it still like takes some time for you to get to the stadium, and from stadium to get back home. But hopefully Sydney FC will beat Western Sydney Wanderers away as soon as possible in 90 minutes. So that's the background of the whole A-League final series, from elimination final to semi-final, then to grand final. But for now, this video will focus today on May 6th, Saturday night. I will watch the third live soccer match this year, 16th since COVID-19. That is the 2022 to 2023 Australian Isuzu UTE Hyundai A-League Elimination Final, the second elimination final. Western Sydney Wanderers against Sydney FC at CommBank Stadium in Parramatta, and I'll see you there. Okay, it's less than 7 minutes to 7 p.m. The match will kick off at 7:45, 7:45 8 p.m. And as you can see, I've arrived at CommBank Stadium here in Parramatta. So that is the O'Connell Street. So I took the train from the city to Parramatta, because Parramatta is the closest railway station to get here, but you still need to walk like around 10 to 15 minutes from the station to get to here, CommBank Stadium. You can still buy a ticket through these box office, but of course for me, for the time being, I have already got my ticket here already, and my seat it's section 113, aisle 112, row 15, seat 1, and the closest gate right here, it's gate B. So I will open my ticket to scan the QR code, to scan my ticket, and then go through the turnstile, and then head inside, probably go to the bathroom, and then have some eat and drink, and then sit back, enjoy and relax. And of course, to enjoy this coming 2022 to 2023 Australian Isuzu UTE Hyundai A-League Elimination Final, Western Sydney Wanderers against Sydney FC, again aka Sydney Derby, here at CommBank Stadium in Parramatta. So in less than 10 minutes, I've already entered the stadium, having enter the stadium with my pre-downloaded ticket, using the scanner to verify my ticket, go through the turnstile, and and I'm already inside. Again, this is my seat for tonight, section 113, aisle 12, row 15, seat 1. So it's kind of a mid-low seat from here, as you can see. From the training session, as you can see, the Sky Blues, it's Sydney FC, whereas the red and black, probably over there, it's the home team, Western Sydney Wanderers, because CommBank Stadium here in Parramatta, it's the home stadium of Western Sydney Wanderers. That's why it's Sydney FC playing away against Western Sydney Wanderers. So also for the time being, I already got my food for dinner. Remember, for any purchases inside the stadium, you can't pay by cash. Only card payment like debit, I have, or credit card whatsoever are accepted only. So for food, I get the salmon poke bowl. As you can see, it's ahi salmon with brown rice, shallots, shred slaw, pickles, soybeans, furikake. Hopefully I pronounced correctly. Wakame, sesame, and sriracha mayonnaise. And also for drinks, I got myself the alcoholic drink. It's the Sydney cider. So I think now it's the final session, as just announced, for the red and black Western Sydney Wanderers on the right to have some final training before the match will officially kick off at 7:45 again, a quarter to 8 at night, Sydney time, local time, Australian Eastern Standard Time here in CommBank Stadium in Parramatta, which is around slightly less than 40 minutes from now. So right now I will enjoy my meal, as in for tonight's dinner, better food collection. For food, salmon poke bowl, and for drink, that it's the Sydney cider. And again, my seat today here, it's section 113, aisle 112, row 15, seat 1, to enjoy the game, live soccer game. My third time this year in 2023. Overall 16 since COVID. Again, that is this season's 2022 to 2023 Australian Isuzu UTE Hyundai A-League Elimination Final. Western Sydney Wanderers against Sydney FC here at CommBank Stadium, Parramatta. So they start the announcement of both teams starting 11 and substitute. Starting from the away team, Sydney FC, then will be Western Sydney Wanderers, the home team. And I missed, they already announced the starting goalkeeper, number 1, it's Andrew Redmayne.
Player number 8, Melbourne City. Player number 9, Fondre. Number 11, Robert Mark. Player 17, Anthony Caceres. Number 22, Max Burgess. Number 23, Ryan Grant. Number 26, Luke Breton.
Yes, they did announce number 23 Ryan Grant, but it kind of disappeared at the screen for some reason.
For Sydney FC. Number 20, Thomas Stewart Bell. Number 2, James Donaghy. Number 10, Joe Lolly. 28, Jake Goodwood Wright. Head coach for Sydney FC, Steve Foundre. And that was your lineup for Sydney FC.
Okay. I mean, they already just announced Sydney FC, so I believe he meant Western Sydney Wanderers.
Alright, Wanderers fans, it's now time to introduce our lineup for tonight's elimination final. Let's hear it, let's make some noise for your Sydney Number 20 goals tonight, brought to you by Hyundai Goalscorer. Number 3, brought to you by Schneiderlin Group, Untitled Chapter. Number 4, brought to you by BND Group, Morgan Schneiderlin. Number 5, brought to you by Vegeta, Tommy Musella. Number 6 is our captain, Schneiderlin for Landscapers, presenting Marcelo Huele. Number 10 comes in responsibility, bringing you Milan brought to you by our Wanderers, Amor Layugi. 17 brought to you by Blades and Brothers, Romain Amarvitano. Number 26 brought to you by GS Logistics, that's here, Brandon Moore. 28 was Marine Sports Money, Callum Ewan. Number 31 was replaying the game with New South Wales Government, Aidan Simmer. Substitute for our Wanderers, number 1 brought to you by Westfield, Daniel Margoon. Number 8 brought to you by Westfield, Ollie Boslani. Number 9 brought to you by Club Marconi Kusini Yege. Number 14 brought to you by Stone Masons and Landscapers, Nicolas Milanovic. Number 16 brought to you by Voltaren, Tom Wheatley. Number 9 brought to you by Western Sydney University, Daniel Wilbury. Number 23 presented by Turner Freeman Lawyers, Yeze Makoto. Head coach of our Wanderers, Marco Ruda. That was your lineup for our Western Sydney Wanderers. Tonight's player mascots are all the way representing Central Sydney.
So first half has just begun. Right and left, it's the home team, the red and black, yeah, Western Sydney Wanderers. Right to left, and then left to right it's the away team, Sky Blue, Sydney FC. Again, it's not like a normal league match because it's part of the final series, so it's elimination final, or final series. So if it's 0-0 draw or a draw regardless, after 90 minutes, like 45 minutes each half, the match will enter 30-minute extra time. That is a 15-minute each half. Then if it's still 0-0 or regardless what kind of a draw, then the match will gonna enter the penalty shootout. Sydney FC got a foul in the penalty area, actually a handball. So Western Sydney Wanderers got the penalty, and it's number 4, Morgan Schneiderlin, who scored the penalty against Andrew Redmayne through the middle, despite the wiggle dance, as you can see. So there you go. As things stand, Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Sydney FC 0. So if things stand in this way, it will be Western Sydney Wanderers who will qualify for the semi-final against Melbourne City FC, whereas Sydney FC will be eliminated as things stand. So again, for now, it's Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Sydney FC 0. It's a bit hard to say at this moment because it's still approximately 5 minutes to the first half. Yes, first half, it's not even ended yet, but we'll see. Again, for now, it's Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Sydney FC 0. So the first half have just ended. As things stand, it's Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Sydney FC 0. So Morgan Schneiderlin scored the penalty for Western Sydney Wanderers at around the 40th minute of the first half. So it's actually not that bad, I guess, for Sydney FC, for their midfield, not only trying to be compact to minimize the chances against Western Sydney Wanderers, but also those turn passes, direct quick passes have improved, seem to, but unfortunately they got a handball foul in the penalty area, which of course caused penalty, and then Morgan Schneiderlin scored for Western Sydney Wanderers. So again, half-time score here, it's Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Sydney FC 0. Again, it's elimination series. So if Western Sydney Wanderers keep the score or extend the lead, then it will be Western Sydney Wanderers to qualify for the semi-final against Melbourne City FC, which will be 2 legs. So winner of this match will play home against Melbourne City FC, then play away in the second leg. But for now, I will probably have a bit of a toilet break, and then to wait before the second half and kick off in around, I guess, 10 minutes. But I guess I will finish my remaining Sydney, I forgot, whatever alcoholic, a Sydney cider, yeah. I'll finish the Sydney cider first, then I will head to the bathroom to do my business, then to wait for the second half kick-off. Again, first half, half-time score, as in for now, Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Sydney FC 0. So second half has just begun. Of course, at half-time, both teams will switch side, and the home team, red and black, Western Sydney Wanderers, is now left to right, and the away team, sky blue, Sydney FC, it's right to left. It's a nice volley, hitting the side post and equalised. Very nice goal. Hit the side post and equalised. It's number 11 by Sydney FC, but I forgot his name. Number 11 for Sydney FC to equalise. So for now, it's Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Sydney FC 1. So in that case, as things stand, the match will end in a draw. If it's a draw, then it will be, the match will enter 30 minutes with 15 minutes half of extra time. nice header. Not sure if it's an own goal or actually Sydney FC scored. Okay, it's Sydney FC player scored, I mean. Very nice header. It's by, number 9, that's the Fondre. So Sydney FC did not only equalised but also took the lead, scored by Adam Fondre, number 9, with a nice header. So as things stand, it's Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Sydney FC 2. As the match ends like this, it will be Sydney FC against, it will be Sydney FC against Melbourne City FC. Should Sydney FC maintain the lead until the end, because Sydney FC, instead of Western Sydney Wanderers, will qualify for the semi-final against Melbourne City FC in a two-leg match. But as things stand, yes, Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Sydney FC 2. So the match has just ended. So Sydney FC did not only equalise but also took and also maintained the lead. So as the match stands, it's full-time score here. It's Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Sydney FC 2. Western Sydney Wanderers is eliminated, whereas Sydney FC will progress or qualify to the semi-final, the two-leg tie against Melbourne City FC. So honestly, the second half of Sydney FC was a lot better than the first half. They were more aggressive, create more shots, more chances, and the result came as they as ideally planned. So Western Sydney Wanderers scored by the penalty. Took the lead by more than Schneiderlin, the penalty, but then equalised by Sydney FC Robert Mack. Then also took over the lead by Adam Fondre. So again, it's Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Sydney FC 2. Sydney FC will qualify for the semi-final against Melbourne City FC, which Sydney FC will play at home first. Then the second leg will be away against Melbourne City FC, of course, at Melbourne. So the process is pretty much the same. You have your printed ticket or on your phone. That would be better, because not sure if you could buy on the spot at those box office. But remember, whatever your purchase, eat or drink or whatever souvenirs, it's a CommBank stadium here in Parramatta. It's a cashless venue, which means for all payment you can only pay electronically by card, such as my debit card. In my case, what I got for my salmon pokey and the Sydney cider as well. But overall, Sydney FC, based on the overall performance, deserve to win, deserve to qualify for the semi-final here against Melbourne City FC. That's why, as you can see, the Western Sydney Wanderers host, his sound was a bit kind of dead. But overall, that's a wrap of my experience as my third live soccer match this year in 2023. Also the 16th, if I'm correct, since COVID, here in CommBank Stadium, Parramatta. Again, my seat, it's section 113, aisle 112, row 15, seat 1. And the match, it's this season's 2022 to 2023 Australian Isuzu UTE Hyundai A-League Elimination Final. Full-time score here, Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Sydney FC 2. As a result, Western Sydney Wanderers is eliminated, whereas Sydney FC will qualify for the semi-final against Melbourne City FC. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the match, the Sydney Derby, not in a regular series, but in a final series in this case. So that means no extra time, no penalty shootout. I can go home right now. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the video by not only give a like to this video, but also subscribe to this channel and follow my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good night, and the Moore Park Road, Sydney FC.